In this day and age, where we see hundreds, if not thousands of faces every day, it is not difficult to imagine that a person we pass through the street or sit opposite to on the subway has their own lives, filled with experiences, memories, regrets, and of course secrets. Many of us do not focus much on the different faces we see every day. It is a busy world after all, but sometimes, some secrets spill out and some disturbing details emerge. It is a stark reminder that the most heinous people around often pass by us without us noticing. Such was the case with Flavine Carvalho, a manager at a property eatery in Orlando, Florida. Before we get into the details, we encourage you to like this video and subscribe, as it really helps to churn out quality content. Press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any important videos or updates. Now, without further ado, let us see what made headlines and uncovered some dark secrets about a random family at a random restaurant. It was a seemingly average day at Mrs. Potato's restaurant in Orlando, Florida. It was New Year's Day, and that meant that families would visit restaurants, go on trips, and enjoy special occasions to its fullest. That is exactly how the manager of this particular restaurant, Flavine Carvalho, thought the day would go. It wasn't even her shift. She was simply filling in for another employee who had failed to come. By all accounts, there was nothing to indicate that this day would be any different than the ones she worked in the past. That was until a family of 4 arrived and sat on one of the tables. Something seemed off about this particular family. One thing, the man of the family didn't let the 11-year-old boy order any food. Flavine inquired if everything was okay at their table, to which the stepfather, Timothy Wilson, said the boy would eat at home. Upon closer inspection, Flavine noticed that the boy's body was bruised and somewhat emaciated. These were marks and bruises on the boy's temple and a big scratch between his eyebrows. He hid his face with a hoodie and glasses, but Flavine could see that he was not happy. This set off alarm bells in her mind. She knew she had to do something. Anything. Thinking quickly, Flavine took a piece of paper and wrote the message, "Do you need help? Okay," on it. She then raised it behind the family so the boy could see it, but his parents could not. When the boy saw the sign, he nodded no. This was strange and made Flavine even more uncomfortable with this situation. She had to try again. Flavine, unconvinced by the boy's refusal for help, resorted to try again. After a few minutes, she waved the sign again, hoping to get an answer out of the boy, and fortunately, he nodded yes this time. Sensing the danger was apparently far more severe than she had anticipated, Flavine rang the owner of the restaurant she was working at, Rafaela Cabeda. She explained the entire situation to her boss, and she convinced Flavine to call the police because the situation was indeed serious. When the police arrived, they too noticed the boy showed signs of neglect. Timothy Wilson, the stepfather, was arrested right away. However, this was only the tip of the iceberg, unfortunately. As investigations went on and probed deeper into the case, it was revealed that the extent of the bad treatment was more serious than previously expected. After the police investigations, the stepfather Timothy was arrested again, this time on multiple counts of child abuse. The boy's mother, Kristen Swan, was likewise arrested on the charge of 2 counts of neglect for failing to prevent and report. She had known all along that the boy was being put through this by the stepfather, but refused to do anything to save the precious soul. The 11-year-old boy went into much detail about the abuse he went through. The details of the extent of the boy's treatment are best left for another day, but it is clear that the boy suffered heavily and was mistreated constantly by those he assumed to be his caretakers. The punishments were expected almost every day, and he had grown accustomed to them. Not even during Christmas time, the time of cheer and familial love, was he safe from the wrath of his stepfather. He was also denied food multiple times, and from his slender frame it showed. He was about 20 pounds underweight. He seemed that the stepfather and mother enjoyed mistreating the boy. Detective Erlen Lawler went on to say that there was no justification for this kind of treatment on anyone. The entire ordeal was traumatic for all involved, and even moved Rafaela Cabeda to tears as she recounted the incident and expressed Flavine's role in exposing it. "You saved the boy's life," Cabeda told Flavine. The authorities commended Flavine as she showed tremendous courage and will to uncover this heinous crime. The police department appreciated her efforts and went on to say, "By saying something when she saw something, Miss Carvalho displayed courage and care for a child that she had never even met before. and we're proud someone like Miss Carvalho lives and works in our community. The police praised her resolve and encourage all citizens to report anything unusual they see. There is also a child along with the family, presumably the boy's sister. She, fortunately, did not show any signs of mistreatment, however. Nonetheless, Child Protection Services removed both children from their home and are reported to be doing very well and happy. To further help with their upbringing, the authorities also opened a trust account to collect money for the children. Anyone can donate and help make their lives better. This is a very serious crime and carries a heavy sentence as punishment. It was reported by the National Children's Alliance that over 700,000 children are living in a similar situation in the United States each year. It is estimated that 1 in 7 US children have experienced child neglect last year. This is a worrying number, and multiple trusts, NGOs, and authorities are working around the clock to save and protect children who are victimized in such terrible circumstances. It is our duty as people in this world to keep an eye out for our fellow human beings, especially children. Flavine Carvalho was doing her everyday job, but chose to look a little deeper when her gut instinct told her that something was not right about the boy's demeanor and how he was being treated by his step-parents. By writing, "Do you need help?" she gave the boy the chance he had badly needed to get away from the nightmare he was living in. And by doing this, she helped the boy live his life as a happy child again. That's it for this time. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories. Goodbye for now.